What is your overall vision for a thriving Calgary?
Oh, geez. My overall vision for a thriving Calgary is to first battle the mental health pandemic. I mean, getting an arena is all fine and well, but you can't really build on sand. So, is they want to keep building infrastructure. We need to fortify the foundation first. So thriving Calgary would be actually everything that you guys stand for is getting the needs and necessities met first, like water. Water should be free. I understand there's a delivery charge. Water is a necessity of life. It's absurd that we are in 2021 and people are paying for a necessity of life. So things like FOIP, they tell you Freedom of Information Privacy Act, but what they don't do is fine line the fine print which states the access to the right kind of media. So you guys were stating the elderly, like are the elderly having the right access to things like cell phone and the internet? I mean, if YYC had an internet, we could be giving the elderly free internet, and there's FOIP dealt with right there. This one's it's a loaded question because public-private partnerships, like they have pros and cons. Like they do help the economy. They do fund public spaces and stuff too. If you put it in right, it's kind of like an insurance plan. You just change the riders. So I'm for 'em if they are to do something like pay a bit of a percentage, kind of like the film industry does here in Alberta, to something like children's benefits. So my goal is to get children's benefits for all of children in Calgary. Why not make it our problem? Oh, geez. I believe since 1938, something was put into our municipal code there. I think that's what they believe in. It hasn't been amended. So when it comes to transportation, there should be a way that we could use technology, i.e., like what I'm stating, getting an ISP, which is an internet service provider, and trying to make things like transit covered for the people of Calgary. Is like we're talking transportation. Like this is necessities goes along with FOIP, right? Freedom of Information Privacy Act is just necessities to these devices and getting around. Well, I believe the public should know where their donations are coming from. As in, after you hit a certain high mark, I believe it does go to the sectors. If you win or don't win, it does actually go back to the city. And that's actually new. So that's a great thing for me to hear. Oh my God. This is a huge issue. There should not be homelessness. Really, I'm looking at the spaces we have everywhere. I'm looking at the buildings that we have abandoned that we crush them. We don't we don't build in a manner like everything's cement and we cement it up and then building goes stagnant and then we rip it down. So I believe we have a higher rate of ripping down, calling it money. We put it up, we rip it down. So honestly, is why are we ripping these things down? We should actually be creating something like a Manor where we can use one of these buildings and put people that are homeless, try to train them or get them into something or get them to work for the city. Because I believe the city also needs fruit trees in the parks. Why not get in the ones that are able to do things for the city and be able to fund them in a sort of a manner where they have these things, kind of like I have seen containers built into homes. Like, why can't we do this for them? I don't know, tit for tat. I guess they're going to have to give something for it too, right? Oh, well, I know that it actually goes the other way. So money goes uphill, not downhill. And we're going to ask for more. Like, we need more from them, honestly. I guess we have elections going again for all federal, provincial, and municipal. We need more. The promises were made, promises were broken. Either they need to stand up or the municipal leaders need to stand up, and we need to take things into our own hand because the citizens are within our municipality and they're the ones being affected, i.e., things like healthcare cuts. That's a big issue. Honestly, there's a lot of things. Basically, I'm more geared towards the mental health, and it's kind of like Gorbachev's 5-year plan or a 10-year plan is how do you change mental health? It's going to take some years, and I figure you start with the children. You need to fund children's benefits. And how do we do this? How do we know who needs the money? Well, it's the pediatricians. You fund the pediatricians in a way that they can fund the children that need the money. That's what people need to know about me is I'm an advocate for children. We can do better. If we can raise these children and turn them into staples of society and the community, imagine what the future would hold.